people, how are we all? My name is Lucy and this is my channel, The Sewing Gardener. Very big welcome back if you've been before, and an even bigger welcome if you are new here. This is my channel where I discuss all things sewing, sometimes gardening. No gardening today, because today is all about the challenge Sew Frugal that is running over on Instagram during the month of May. It is being run by the lovely Sam, who is a Frugalissima, and Ruan, who is the Yorkshire Sew Girl. And there is a full vlogger tour, and when I say full, I think through every day in May there is somebody who is sharing their plans, thoughts, free patterns, everything about the challenge, and some days they have even got two. So huge vlogger tour, and today it is my turn, so I hope I do it justice. So what is the challenge Sew Frugal? Well, basically it normally runs in March, but due to various things they've moved it this year, and I think probably just this year only, to May. But the basic idea is that you need to use some fabric from your stash. So you mustn't go out and buy any. It's definitely to use something from your stash, which is quite good because I have quite a bit. And select a free pattern. Now, when you submit your entry, tag the lovely Ruan, who is the Yorkshire Sew Girl, and Sam, who is Frugalissima. I'll put all this will be coming up here hopefully, on the photos, and you can use the hashtag. So if you're partway making a make, you can use the hashtag, and I've written this down, Sew Frugal Whip. And then you don't reveal your make until the 31st of May. And when you reveal it, is to say you tag both of the lovely ladies and use the hashtag SewFrugal26. You also need to state whether you're UK based or an international participant. It is open worldwide, because there will be some physical prizes and PDF prizes. I actually won a PDF prize last year, so I was delighted because I've entered pretty much most years that it's been running. It's either in its 5th year or so, I think it might. I'm not sure how many years it's been running, but I have in the majority entered most times, and I actually won something last year, so that was lovely. I won some Vicky Sews patterns, which I've ordered and downloaded and never used. So, but they are there to be used. Anyway, I thought I would share some of my previous makes and what I am planning to make this year as well. And some so whilst I was looking what I wanted to make, I found some lovely patterns, and I've made a list here. And all of everything that I'm going to describe to you will be in the description box below, so you'll be able to find all the links to all the patterns and everything. So let's get into it. I might as well start with what I'm wearing actually. So you should be watching this on Saturday. I think it's Thursday in the UK today. I'm getting ahead, and there is a heat wave coming, so I am told, as the weather people inform me this today, and my weather app. But it's a bit chilly here today, so I have got on, and I did enter this into Sew Frugal probably in about 2023, I think. This is the Forget Me Not Patterns Vera top, and I have checked, it is still available as a free download. But when you go on, if you choose to do this pattern, because it is in a knit, when you go in, it does actually have some money options, but if you click, there's a little box, a downward box, and you can click it and you can say, no, I just love the free pattern, please. So yeah, this is the Vera top from Forget Me Not Patterns. It is a v-neck jersey, so it's in a knit fabric. It has bishop sleeves, and now I chose, so I've written the bits, I've written some notes here. It is a fun, full sleeve and elegant, subtle v-neck top is how they describe it. It has bishop sleeves, as I've just said, and there are 2 different cuff versions. Now, because I made it a while back, I can't remember what the other one is, but I'm pretty sure I did the long cuff. So it has a nice tighter fit here and then a billowing sleeve. And it says it's fitted at the bust and has more shaping at the sides. So I'll just show you. So yeah, you can see it's more fitted here, and then it sort of flares out. Now I would have lengthened this as well because I'm quite long in the torso, so I like to lengthen things, and I like the option of being able to tuck things in or have them out, and today I've got it out. So that is my first one. I'm not going to make that this year, but I have got plans to make some more because I've got some smaller pieces of jersey, and I didn't actually say how much fabric it takes, but it will be in the description box. I'll put that in. So that's that one. Another make that I entered, I can't actually show you because we've recently come back from a trip abroad, and I took these with me because they are one of my favourite pair of trousers. I'll put a picture of me wearing them here from when I entered several years ago now, and this is the Mood Patterns Live Pants. I had some green twill that I had in my stash for ages. I think it came from Fabric Godmother, but it wasn't a lot. I think it was just over 2 meters, and I managed to get these trousers out of it, and they are one of my favourite pair of wide leg trousers. They come in sizes as 00 up to a 32, which gives you a waist of 23 up to 51 inches. Hips start at 34 up to 63.5, which gives you a finished garment measurement of the hips of 37.665 and the waist of 25 up to 53.5 for those. Oh, I didn't even tell you the measurements of the Vera top, but I'll put them in the description box. Yeah, so I love those. Now, I made those in that green twill. I love them that much that I then made them in a blue twill that I got from Minerva, I think, which I had again for ages. And I don't know what I did, but the pattern instructions, I will say, they are sketchy. And I think it's a fly zip, and I used the Megan Nielsen Ash Jeans tutorial for the fly zip because I really got quite confused with the fly zip instructions back then. So I definitely did that. So would recommend you look at that. Yeah, read the instructions carefully. Now, when I remade them, they didn't fit me. And I used the exact same pattern pieces and everything. And the only thing I can think is that I used a bigger seam allowance because I think the seam allowance must be 1 centimetre, and I might have used 1.5 centimetres, and I overlocked everything because I'd made it before. Literally overlocked everything. And whilst I can get them on, I'll put a picture of, I think I've got a picture of me wearing them. If not, I'll make sure I take one and put it on. They are incredibly tight. So I gave them to my daughter, and she's never worn them either. So they're just languishing, but they are lovely, beautifully made. So there's those. The other trousers, which I think I am going to make these because they would also work fantastically well for Sew Skin Summer. I'll give my own challenge a plug here. But these are the Aster pants. And you can have them, they're high-waisted, full or crop length trousers. They're wide-legged. Fabric that I thought I might use for the Aster pants is this beautiful fabric that I got from the Stitch Festival a couple of years ago from Sister Mintaka, I believe, and it's really pretty. I don't even know how much I've got. I think it was just over 2 meters, might have 2.5, but yeah, it is on a black base, and from memory, I'm not sure if you can see them, it's got big cats in it, sort of just peeking out through these fabulous sort of flowers and florals. But there's it's really pretty, and it's just been sitting there because, yeah, I just haven't used it. So I might make the Aster pants, I keep wanting to say Live pants, using that. A pattern that I have made and entered for this challenge is the Maison Fauve Tilde blouse, which now I've gone on their website, it is still free, and whilst I was on there I found another one called the Tribeca blouse, so I'll put links for both of those in the description box, but I can show you my Tilde blouse because I made that, and it is a lovely slightly flared and comfortable, they describe it as. Now it's got a sort of 3/4 length sleeve, I would say. Now I'm not a big lover of 3/4 length sleeves. I say this all the time, but yet I seem to have a lot of them, and that's only because I feel the cold, and if you go to put a cardigan on, you can't hold the sleeve when you put it on, and then the sleeve ends up here when you're putting it on, but it's just a bit of having to stuff your arm up your sleeve to pull it down. That's why I don't like them, but I do love this blouse. And what I like about it, it's got some pin, I don't know if you can see that if it's showing up in the light, but it's got pin tuck details here, and it is absolutely so comfortable to wear. I used to wear this to work all the time. It's got a lovely button back here, keyhole button back. It is seam down the back, but obviously done on the front, folded on the front, and these lovely sleeves. So another great make, and that's on Maison Fauve. It is still a free pattern. I've double checked. You just need to sign up, I think, to their newsletter. But as I say, I found also this one, which is called the Tribeca blouse, and they classify it under its classy exterior. It will give you the opportunity to let your creativity shine through. So if you see on the pictures, it's got these other details. And I just thought that was really interesting, and I'd not seen that before. There is a dress version on there, but that is a paid pattern. So I think you can do, I think if you buy the dress, you get both. Didn't look, could be wrong, but just beware, there is a dress one, a Tribeca dress, and that is a paid version, whereas the blouse is free, and I tested it and I have downloaded it. So that's definitely free. So those are two Maison Fauves. And then I thought I would share a skirt pattern that I've made with you, which I entered last year, which is what I won my Vicky Sews patterns on. And this is the skirt that I made. It is, has it got pockets? I'm just trying to remember now. Yes, it has pockets, nice deep pockets. I thought it did, but I couldn't see them. This is the Sabina skirt by Little Pomegranate. Again, that is still free pattern. I've double checked, and it's a fabulous long maxi skirt with a ruffle at the bottom. And I'll put a picture of me wearing it here. This would also make a great entry into Sew Skin Summer. And I made this in a gorgeous viscose, which came in a So Hayley Jane box that I had for ages in my stash. So I was really pleased to get this up. Now, I lengthened this skirt quite considerably, and if I'm being brutally honest, I have probably lengthened it a bit long and made it a tad too long. So I do need to alter it, because I love the skirt, but I don't wear it that often. So I might test it out or I will test it again this summer before I go in alteration mode. But yeah, that's a great make. And it sews up quite easily as well, and the instructions are really good. And I think it's just a really versatile pattern, and who doesn't love a maxi skirt? And then the final pattern that I have for you is from the Stitch Sisters. Now, I love the Closet Core Charlie kaftan. I think I've got 4, 5 of those, I think. And it was what I made to go down the catwalk for on the makers stage for Bornala Fabrics in March at the Stitch Festival. So love a Closet Core Charlie kaftan. That is not free either, obviously. However, the Stitch Sisters have a DIY kaftan available, which they give you a full tutorial for, and I think there is even a YouTube video to go alongside that. And it's an easy breezy style for summer is how they describe it. I couldn't find the sizing for it, or if I did, I haven't written it down. No, I lie. I did write it down. Sorry. Oh dear, Lucy. But I'm going to have to get my glasses because I can't read my writing. But you just use 7 rectangles of fabric to make this dress. And the sizing starts at a size 6. It goes up to a size 22, which is the size 6. The bust starts at 30 to 31, 30.5 up to 31.5. Waist 25 to 26, and hips 35 to 34.5. but the up to the size 22, the bust is 46 to 47 inch, waist is 41 to 43, and the hips 50 to 51. Yeah, and it's just made from 7 rectangles of fabric. So actually, I also might try and do that. Whether I get it done for this challenge or not is another thing, because the fabric that I would, if I do get a chance to make the DIY kaftan, I have got this gorgeous cotton lawn, I think it is, or it's a very soft cotton poplin, and this came in a Hey Sew Sister box, subscription box, and I think it was to make a pair of Style Arc jumpsuit, I think, can't remember, but I've never made it. Never made that, and this is just sitting in my stash as well, so I think that would make a really fun kaftan for summer. So yeah, I would really like to get the Aster pants by Mood Fabrics made up, and if I can, although the Stitch Sisters do say it's a quick and easy make, this DIY kaftan, so I might even try and do that as well. And yeah, that would also be a good entry for Sew Skin Summer. So those are my plans. I would love to hear whether you are going to be taking part and what you are planning to make. So yeah, I really look forward to that. Do remember to tag the lovely Yorkshire Sew Girl in the photos. The hashtag, as I said, I might have said not on here, but it's not really working very well. I've checked for my own challenge, and it's not working. So to ensure that they, or anybody that's running a challenge, gets your entry, you really do need to use the tag facility. Now, the best way to do it is to tag the photograph. If you're not sure how to do that, then just use the @ sign within your comments of the person that you want to include, or the people that you want to include. In this case, it is both Frugalissima and the Yorkshire Sew Girl. But I will see you all very soon. I hope you're all well. Look after your skin and take care. Bye for now.